my phone like that. We are live. Okay,
Hey,
Eitan, fantastic.
hi.
Good to see you again, man.
How are you doing, my friend?
I am well. I am well, and I'm pleased to call you my friend too. Exactly. So it's been 15 years now, on and off with Checkpoint. I did a quick hiatus, did a startup in Silicon Valley quite a few years ago, and then I came back. I loved it, and so yes, I have lots of friends. Exactly.
Right.
Well, Eitan, tell the crowd what is it you do at Checkpoint, but then we're going to get into the cool personal stuff. I'm going to ask you about that T-shirt. But who are you? What do you do at Checkpoint?
Great. So first of all, thanks. My name is Eitan Erez. I've been at Checkpoint for more than 20 years, actually, but and currently I'm leading the Harmony solutions across the world, the sales of Harmony worldwide. I have an amazing team of experts and customer success managers and POC managers and great around. We are all in all around 100 members who are actively promoting and helping everyone to build better security, securing their remote workforce using the
All right.
Harmony solutions. Yeah, it's
Beautiful,
great.
beautiful. Well, we're going to get into it very shortly, but the first thing I want to do is ask you about that T-shirt. So that must have a story. What does it mean? It's kind of interesting. Is it two
So
hands shaking,
actually,
or what is that?
yeah, it's something new. I had a birthday 2 days ago, and one of
Happy
my friends
birthday!
bought it to me. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think I have something like 200 t-shirts, so another one to the closet. But I like it. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, what's the background, but it's nice. The hands, I liked it.
Well, I am also an August baby, so now some people can try and socially engineer us. They've got two vital pieces of information: our names
Right,
and
right,
August.
right. It's probably has something to do with success, no, Eddie?
That's right. So we won't be able to be socially engineered. Exactly. We're way too paranoid in our industry.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that is funny. There's an old saying. So in English, have you heard of this saying? I don't know if it translates over to Hebrew. The shoemaker's kids don't have shoes.
Yeah, of course. We have the
Okay,
same.
so that's right, right. So in cybersecurity, it's definitely not true. My kids definitely have shoes. They have cybersecurity. But I'm
Right.
often surprised talking to people in the industry how relaxed they are. I don't know. I mean, we tend to hear all of the scary stories. So my kids have more than shoes. They have boots, right?
Right, right.
What's it like for you? Are you the default security guy for your family as well?
Yeah, always. It's not only security, IT, actually. Whenever, there's an issue with the Wi-Fi, everything.
Sure.
It happens. You probably know the situation where you're in the middle of a Zoom and your mother SMS you that she has an issue with her iPhone. If you can help her troubleshoot, and you're
My
in the
my
middle
mother
of
will my mother will SMS me and say I have trouble with my Windows NT. Not quite that bad, but it's like, Mom, I'm just going to buy you a new laptop.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sometimes there is that's the only way to finish it faster. But that's
Well, yeah, because I'm actually not very technical. So I actually came from being an English teacher 20 years ago into
right.
technology. I'm what I call a gadget geek. I loved having a GPS on my bicycle when GPSs were this big, right? And that was just good fun because I like measuring and I like numbers, this kind of stuff. So I sort of fell into it. What about you? Do you have an engineering background or are you a
No,
hobbyist like
no, not
me?
at all. Actually, when when I finished the army, I joined Checkpoint as an escalation engineer. I learned everything, in Checkpoint once I joined,
Oh,
and developed during my career within a Checkpoint. At home, I love the gadgets, so obviously, so I was always like that.
right.
Currently, I enjoy flying my drone. Okay, I have a DJI Mavic, and yeah, for me, I enjoy photographing. That's one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
So it's great to combine both. I really enjoy doing that. I
Yeah.
just returned
So
from Greece and had have fascinating photos from there. And
Oh, fantastic. Well, so you mentioned DJI with the drone. Is that, I don't know anything about drones. Is that the manufacturer? And just as we're chatting here, we've got a comment coming in. So I just want to say hello to an audience member that's saying hello to us here. So Johnson S, thank you very much, Johnson, for joining us and any job opportunities. In cybersecurity, yes, there are
Wow.
lots of job opportunities.
Yeah.
Go to checkpoint.com, find our careers page, and 100%, I'm being very serious here, Johnson. It's good for you to ask. Well done. Because in cybersecurity, we are still on the very front end of this tsunami of technology that is coming our way, and we just need to protect it all. So there is a lot of stuff there. So by all means, go to our website and have a look. Yeah. So on
And
the
by the
drone,
way, just another comment: keep searching constantly because we're constantly expanding and we have so many. And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why I'm at Checkpoint for so many years. You know, I had so many opportunities to develop within Checkpoint, starting in support, moving to sales, and I did a lot. So it's great.
well, tell us. Yeah, so you came out of the army. You were in the Navy, I believe, right, Eitan? So you came
Correct,
out, you
correct.
joined Checkpoint in support. Give us your career path in three
So I
minutes.
did. I finished the army. Then I traveled around the world with my. By then she was my girlfriend. Now my wife. We actually traveled around the world for 8 months, and then I did my BA. Actually, and on the third year, there was a friend that told me, "Listen, I mean, there's a company, a small company called Checkpoint, which I works at in support. Do you want to join?" And I said, "Why not?" I was in my last year of the BA. And I got the chance to join the escalation team. I think I'm employee number 340, more
Oh,
or
that's
less, or
cool.
very small. And this is where everything started. And we were a small team. The support was by then only in Dallas. We had one call center. Today we have around the world many call centers, and it's huge. And and then I had the opportunity to progress within support. I was the first one that actually developed the TAC, the local TAC in headquarters, and then
Oh,
came an opportunity to shift to sales. There was someone left as an SE, pre-sale engineer at Checkpoint, and for me it was a good opportunity to do a shift left. So I moved there, and it was perfect. Suddenly, from sitting in the backstage, in the lab, supporting,
right.
which I also enjoyed. Suddenly, you're up front, showing the best that we have to customers, meeting customers, presenting in events. It was amazing. It opened
Yeah.
for me a new world, and since then, I also progressed. We grew. So Checkpoint grew. So I became I managed the SE team in Middle East and then Africa. So we developed the African market. We opened in Europe an office in Greece. So I had an opportunity to be there almost on a weekly basis and build the channels and the local office, obviously, as well as in Africa. And then kept moving. So after a few years of doing that, I got the opportunity to lead the International Solution Center, which is an important group within Checkpoint that actually translate all the business needs into features and products, RFEs and such. And it didn't end up there. I did it for 2 to 3 years, and then I got the opportunity to become an overlay, actually, to lead the sales solutions for the telcos and MSSPs. We started the LTE network started to evolve, and Checkpoint has solutions to protect the LTE network. And in APAC, actually, it was in APAC, they were looking for someone who will meet all the MSSPs, the largest carriers are actually coming from Asia. We talk about
Mm,
SoftBank in Japan, and there are many all across APAC. So I met them and promoted our solutions and sold our solution, which was interesting and great. This was my first major focus on the Eastern Hemisphere, the Asia Pacific, ANZ, and that. And then I got another opportunity to become the SE leader, the head of SEs in APAC. So Steve McWhirter, our VP, gave me an opportunity to join his team and lead the security engineering team across APAC. I also did it for 2 to 3 years, and then I moved to where we are today. It's the group of emerging technologies promoting all the majority of the products that are not core technologies, and specifically the family of solutions called Harmony, which protects the secure workforce. So we talk about all the SASE and mail security, the SaaS security solutions, endpoint, mobile, uh, as well as the endpoint, the mobile, and the Office 365, the SaaS, as I mentioned. A lot. We have around
Right.
6 different products that cover
Right.
the Harmony portfolio, which is
Well, I
great and
want,
very successful,
so
luckily.
I want to start digging into it in just a moment. What I loved about your story is at the beginning saying you started by building a TAC and then you got into the customer facing role. One of the things that I really loved about Checkpoint and why I'm a boomerang, right? Why I came back to Checkpoint and I have long tenure here, not as long as yours, but long tenure here as well, is because of that sort of high level of engineering standard, pulling people from engineering teams and putting them in customer facing roles. I think that's fabulous. Let's get to a few comments and then I want to dig into why we went with the word harmony and what all is involved in that. So hello, Infant Mano. So Infant Mano, I'm going to guess that you're from Asia. That would be really cool, but hello, thank you for dialing in with us today. We also have Cheethan. Cheethan, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, saying hi. And then Stanley's got a question here, which I was trying to work out a little bit while you were chatting, Eitan. And Stanley, if you're still with us, maybe elaborate on this question a little bit. Let me read it out. What area of cybersecurity to build to get an edge, such as cloud security, and what to add KB? All right, man, that's a tough one for me to try and translate that question. So Stanley, if you could elaborate on that, that would be really cool. But we'll take a stab at it anyway. What area of cybersecurity to build to get an edge, such as good cloud security? Well, let's start with this then, Eitan. Within the Harmony group, you're dealing with remote workforce. Where does Harmony touch? So Harmony is the naming convention for all of the products that live under your umbrella. What touches the cloud? Maybe if we can help
So
Stanley out there.
we have a wide, I think in Checkpoint, all in all, we have more than 80 different, call it product solutions.
Yeah.
Okay. And over the last 2 years, Checkpoint started to accumulate a lot of technologies. Some were new acquisitions, some were homegrown and developed. And we decided to.
You've broken up for a little bit for me there, Eitan. I'm not sure if the audience is also getting a broken up
solutions to
connection
protect the remote workforce.
All right, sorry, buddy. I think you probably heard me interrupt.
Was there a disconnect?
There was a little disconnect for a second, so I was just throwing Lily Johanna's comment up there. Happy to have you with us, Lily, and it goes both ways. But Eitan, I've got you again, so please continue. Oh no, frozen again. Somebody from the audience could type into the comment whether it's frozen for them. It might just be for me. So I did just check my internet speed. Everything looks good on my side. So looks like I'm moving and I'm also streaming on another device. So I think it's on your side, Eitan, if you can hear me, my friend. And Lily, yes, that was the same comment. So Lily, thank you very much for commenting and jumping in, being part of the conversation. Love it. Awesome. Thank you. But please comment if you are also seeing that Eitan is frozen and in fact, I'm not. Yes, frozen. All right. Hey, I think our folks are working hard over in Asia at the moment. Oh, and now it's just me. So Eitan's going to dial back in. He must have lost his connection. He was actually calling from our head office in Tel Aviv. And so Riddhi Patel, hey, my best friend growing up in school's last name was Patel, saying yes, that Eitan was frozen on there. And then, look, now you're being very bold with all your comments. Thank you. You should ask some questions too. I love it. So Tom, thanks for jumping in and letting us know. Eitan, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. I can see you moving, so all is good. Prince Gupta, what a name. If that's your real name, that's an awesome name. That's the best name I've seen all day online, Prince. So Prince Gupta, I am a diploma holding computer science engineering. Okay, listen, what you need to do is go to checkpoint.com, and that's the second one. And this is awesome, by the way, because we are recruiting. Go to checkpoint.com, look at our careers page. We literally have a lot of requisitions open right now. The pandemic has really, here's what happened. And then Eitan, we're going to come to you for that cloud question on Harmony. Here's what the pandemic did. At the beginning, it froze all venture capital money, and most companies, not Checkpoint as a matter of fact, did a hiring freeze. That's all over now. And so all of a sudden, money's come into the marketplace, people are shifting around, and we need to secure a lot of at-home workers. So we definitely are hiring a lot. Okay, so yeah, Eitan, and I've got you real crisp in HD, man, so this is awesome. which ones of the Harmony products touch the cloud? There, I think that's how we can help out the previous question.
Great. So first of all, luckily, and I'm saying luckily because everyone are moving to the cloud, all our solutions touch the cloud, meaning either today when you work from home, you need to connect not only to the data center or to a local network, but also to cloud-based platform. The world turned to be hybrid, right? So we have the SASE solutions to help you connect to your organization, either client or clientless, and that's pure full cloud-based platform. We also have an endpoint security solution that protects your PC or laptop from wherever you are and help you also connect to the organization securely over a VPN, and that's cloud-based management. Okay, so all the Harmony security solutions are being managed from the cloud, meaning that you can the security admin, everyone can control and control and actually work on the platform, connect the employees remotely over a cloud-based platform. Regardless of that, all the assets are in the cloud, so the infrastructure is being controlled by Checkpoint in the backend, making sure that it is operation flawlessly, 24/7. So everything is cloud-based, and all the management platforms in Checkpoint are called Infinity. That's the cloud-based management platform.
Fantastic. And this is Sandeep, the LinkedIn user, saying, "Hey, champs, I'd like to be called a champ, so thank you." I think that was referring to both of us there. And Nancy Minter. Hello, Nancy. Thank you very much for posting. And certainly this is an Ask Me Anything. It's just an open forum every single Monday at 12 noon Eastern. We are talking to the people that make the magic happen, the people behind the wizard behind the curtain here. And our wizard behind the curtain today is Eitan. All right, fantastic. So Eitan, you've got team members so Checkpoint's in 88 countries around the world. I think that's still accurate. It might be more now. And you've got team members in how many of those 88 countries?
Well, I never actually stopped and counted, but we have across the world in every major region, meaning we have in Australia, Japan, China, Singapore. We have a large office in Hong Kong. We have team members sitting there as well. In India, that's for APAC. In Europe, we have all over Europe, from Germany, UK, Switzerland. In the Nordics, we have as well. We have, by the way, in every territory also have customer success managers now that work with our customers to make sure that they deploy flawlessly and everything is working well, and they help them in the initial stages of the deployment. And in the US, and even Latin America, we have a team in Latin America. So we have Canada, US, and Latin America as well, all over the world. We are around 100 team members.
Okay, in just your department?
Just my department, yeah. Only those that are focusing on Harmony.
Let's tackle a tough question. So Checkpoint gets this a lot, and it's a little unfair. Not entirely. It's inaccurate. It's a little unfair. And the question is this: I get this a lot, and I imagine you probably do too. So you're looking after a portfolio of products that are very innovative. We make acquisitions of other companies. We create our own products. Our employees have filed something like 60 to 70 patents. These are our employees. Right. So mostly from head office in Tel Aviv. And yet, if you ask the marketplace in general, right, it's not people that know us intimately, but the general marketplace, Checkpoint, they consider to be a little bit of an older company, right? So yet you've got over 100 people. We're touching 88 countries. You're in every major geography with a portfolio of products. How many products did you say the entire company has now at Checkpoint?
I think more or less 80, a bit more.
80 or so products. The core products are probably less than 10, right? Those are the legacy ones, really firewalling,
the
IPS.
The quantum appliances.
Yeah, exactly. And so how is it you think we are going to? What can we do about this perception in the marketplace? It's very interesting, right? Answer that, and I'm just going to feed through a few comments here.
Great. So first of all, we invest a lot in making sure that actually our solutions are being exposed as much as possible, and it's not simple, obviously. So we conduct digital campaigns, and we use our intelligence team a lot, who identify threats all across the board, and we connect it to our solutions to explain how actually they solve the issue. Take, for example, ransomware attacks as such. Mobile security as well. Okay, many organizations yet to understand that mobile security is important, and that's as important as the endpoint security solution, as the laptop security, even more. Because remember, you're not going to you spend your day with the mobile in your pocket rather than your laptop, much more than you spend with your laptop, right? And it sits in front of you, and that can be hacked very simply. And it's next to you wherever you are, and that's a threat that many people yet to realize. That's actually another window to the corporate network. Um, so we invest a lot. We invest in the messaging. We now actually have a new team of channel business developers who work with our channels across the world to make sure that they know how to promote Harmony, help them learn and sell the Harmony solutions, hold their hand. We've been we try to participate as much as we can in third-party analysts in order to make sure that we are being exposed, not only doing it direct, but indirectly. And we have the pleasure to be recognized as leaders in MITRE, which actually
Right.
identified us as leaders in the EDR for endpoint, which is amazing results. We released our EDR something like 2 years ago. I must say that we have the best engineers talking about R&D teams in the industry,
Yeah, I agree.
and
Yeah.
they managed to do the magic. They learned what's going on in the industry, learned from mistakes that others did, developed the best security solution, the best EDR. And MITRE is not a simple Q&A review that query few customers. They actually test it in their lab thoroughly, and we
Right.
managed to be at the top, putting in front of many pure EDR players, which
Right.
used to control this market. So that shows that was a great success, and we used it, and we need to leverage that as much as possible.
Yeah, that's a very big deal. Maybe we'll get into that in a few moments. But you know what? It isn't Ask Me Anything, and the crowd seems to be moving us into a certain direction. So let me get to some comments here. Actually, one of our team members who lives around the corner from me, Miguel, hello, man, a superhuman being and a very active person that seems to be on LinkedIn morning, noon, evening, and night. So Miguel's running one of our SE teams. Now, this LinkedIn user, let me just double check here. This is Sandeep. Okay, so Sandeep is asking, is the Harmony you say for Checkpoint? Yes. So Harmony is a naming convention for one of the larger categories of innovation products that Eitan's running from our head office across the world with this team. He said he had something similar with A10. We probably compete in that regard, and the central management solution. Hey, you want to talk central management? That's the cat's meow for Checkpoint, right? We own that world of central management. So absolutely, this is something for Checkpoint. If you go to checkpoint.com or even just do a Google search of Checkpoint Harmony, you'll see what comes up. Prince Gupta saying, all software company freshers job, explain please. I'm not quite sure what you mean from that, Prince, but I think what you've done is while we're on this call, you've gone to checkpoint.com careers. Thank you for doing exactly what I asked. And I'm not sure what you mean by freshers job, but certainly there are lots of openings at Checkpoint. Ask a bit more of a specific question. I would love to be able to help you out with that. We are hiring and we're looking for amazing people. Okay,
maybe it means that we keep we keep updating. Maybe, I mean, I'm not sure what's fresher, what he means by fresher.
Yeah, exactly. Just maybe to give us quotations there, Prince, and we'll help you out, my friend. So Lily's saying, what are the skills that you expect from your employees as an organization? Now, Lily, great question, because it's a very broad question. It depends who you ask. Now, Eitan is a hiring manager, right? He leads a group of over 100 people globally. So specific to what you're looking for, Eitan, how would you answer Lily's question?
So it's a bit of a general question because I have many profiles within my team. I have, for example, POC managers who help during the evaluation process, and they need to be strong technical experts who can help every partner or customers during the evaluation phase. I have also sales experts who need to work with the sales reps of Checkpoint and the channels in order to make sure that they know how to sell and they get all the skill set to sell our Harmony solutions. I have customer success managers, and for them, the most important thing I think starts from service, being the ability to sit next to a customer, help him, make sure that there is someone that sits with him, listen to him, and on the other end knows all the backend at Checkpoint in order to make sure that every issue that they run into is being handled very fast and in the best SLA. We have other roles. We have subject matter experts, local experts that they need to know, obviously, the local market in every geo, who are the channels, who are the local competitors, in order to be agile and fast and help us sell more. So there are many profiles. That's more or less what I'm looking for. Obviously, security background is a major advantage. Someone who already worked either at one of our competitors or who has good understanding of security, so that you won't have to spend too much time in training, something that should be more or less obvious. But I must say that it's not a must. Okay, I managed to recruit quite a lot of people that came from a totally different industry and gave them a chance because I noticed that they have the ability and skill set to be successful, and it worked. I mean, luckily, after so many years, especially in a leadership position, there are many Checkpoint employees which I had the chance to interview and recruit. And I must say that some of them didn't come from the same security market.
Well, and this is likely why I have a fair bit of loyalty to Checkpoint. Checkpoint's the company that gave me my break into security, right? So I had a networking background. I had maybe by that point 8 years of technology experience, and so that was likely enough to say, okay, let's give a chance to this guy. I would add, Lily. Look, this sounds cliche, but I would add amazing character. We are the longest standing, cybersecurity company out there as far as a dominant player in the marketplace still today. Our founder is the original creator and one of the founding fathers of the cybersecurity movement globally, right? So, we are an organization that I think prides ourselves in making sure that our people are really good quality people. So yeah, absolutely, Lily, just go for it in life. All right, let's go.
And by the way, Eddie, it's
Yes.
important to mention that we also have we also recruit people with no background, and develop them. We have some such programs as well, both for R&D and for QA and support.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, yeah, I actually consider that a little bit of a goodwill to humanity. So we have a couple of different programs. One, the general program.
Call it entry level.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. I was going to get to that. Thank you, Eitan. So we have an entry-level program where we take university grads that maybe got a year of experience, a second year of experience, something like that, even right out of university. We send them to head office in Tel Aviv for, I think, 3 to 4 months. We stick a fire hose in their mouth, drink the Kool-Aid. You got to work. But can you imagine? You're a new grad, you're on full salary, living in Tel Aviv, Israel, learning about the cybersecurity industry, and then being deployed back to your marketplace from whence you came. It's an amazing opportunity. I've had people go through that program. I've had the children of my friends go through that program, right?
Yeah.
And who are still with us today. The company, 10 years later, is wonderful. So that's the entry-level program. The other thing that we do for all employees is we do what's called new hire orientation.
NHO, yeah.
So new hire orientation, where again, we send all new hires out to Tel Aviv for a week's worth of training. And then there is on-the-job training. We have a very strong learning management system, within the organization as well. Let's say hello to a few people. So I'm going to go with Bhupendra. I think that's how I pronounce your name, Bhupendra Singh. Hello, saying hello, team. You must be on the team, so I love it. And Funny Funds, I'm going to get you down here, Funny Funds. There's no escaping me. I know who you are. Who's typing that out? If I go back, It would take me too long to find, but hello. I like saying hi to people with fun names. Watching from Angola, hello, Admiral,
Hey, Admiral.
joining us. And Miguel jumping in with a hello again. Fabulous. Miguel, here you can see our Harmony solution. Thanks for putting that into the comments there. So if you're everybody in the audience, just go to the comments and click on that link right there. Miguel, one of our team members, is pitching in, showing us the portfolio. And Kauth, Ben, thank you very much for saying, hey, good conversation coming from a PhD. That's a compliment for both Eitan and I.
Thank you very much.
we got lots of PhDs working at Checkpoint. That's great. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for that comment. Yeah, okay, Eitan. Well, listen, we need to wrap up in about another 5 or 6 minutes or so. So if there are any other questions from the audience, certainly jump in with your questions. And this is all good. I'm interested to note that a lot of the questions, this is our first time, were about having a career at Checkpoint. I mean, why not? This is Eitan and I are both great kind of dedicated employees. We're happy to serve in that regard. Adam Beggs is jumping in here from YouTube saying hello, new hiree on staff next Monday. Well, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team.
Well done, man. That's fantastic. So yeah, right now with the COVID situation, I don't think we're shipping anybody out to Tel Aviv again. Probably 2022, Adam. So hang in there. You will get to go. It's a wonderful trip. And I'll give you a little tip. So obviously, I go there a mildly regular amount. And when I go, the work week starts on Sunday in the Middle East. So bear that in mind. So you'll fly out most likely early on a Saturday to arrive Sunday morning and then start working. I fly out a day early. I go to the beach. Some of the best beaches in the world in Tao. It's just wonderful. So I go down to the beach. It's called the Hilton Beach and go surfing there. And Miguel's saying welcome as well, Adam. So you've got some friends already at the company, my friend.
For those that didn't manage to visit Israel, it's a must. Okay, I hope that you'll take a chance. We have an amazing country.
Yeah. And, it's what's interesting is most Westerners, have a perception of the Middle East where it's a lot of desert, right? It's like, you're not going to find any desert. Don't worry. It's fine. You're not going to be dropped off in the desert. A camel's not taking you from the car with the plane to your hotel. It's, in fact, what was shocking, I remember flying in the first time in 2008, is the high rises are more modern than most, well-developed cities because it's so new. Right, so it's very, very modern, wonderful.
And it develops very fast. So every year you see more. I mean, it's.
Let's end with Nancy's question here. So Nancy's asking, what is the best way to secure your mobile device? Okay, so very generic question. You want to go for it, Eitan?
Yeah, first of all, use Checkpoint Harmony Mobile. Okay, which is ours. It is, but by the way, we have both for enterprise organizations, but if it's only for yourself, we have a consumer version which is being called Zone Alarm Mobile. Actually, I have a friend, 2 days ago, I mentioned that we had a birthday, so he was sitting next to me and told me that he doesn't know how to protect his mobile device, and I explained to him and showed him even a short demo on how simple it is to hack into a mobile device, and immediately he picked up the Zone Alarm Mobile, and that's great. So that's what I would recommend for you. It's a very strong security solution.
That's right. It's very economical for the individual. It's an absolute must. It's less than the price of a coffee every week, right? So come on. You just got to prioritize these things. Miguel, thanks for jumping in again and saving us, man, with a link there. And I think the real thing that corporations need to understand with mobile security, because a lot of leaders still aren't quite giving it the attention that we feel it deserves, is that it's not necessarily about the device. It's about where the threat actors can go once they're on your device through the network into the more sensitive areas of your organization. So that's what you've got to watch out for. Nancy's saying, thank you for that answer. So wonderful.
I have a good story, by the way, about that. If we have a bit of more time, I used to, when I traveled once to Japan, so I've been invited to speak about the mobile security in it was a police office facility somewhere. And I showed them how they didn't check my mobile. I went into the room, they were sitting all over. And I showed them how simple it is to just hack the mobile device while I was sitting there. So I could turn on the microphone, I could turn on the camera, I could, and they were shocked to the fact that someone from the outside could easily manage to to come inside and show them how simple it is to break through. And that was it was very simple, but I think that it made the difference. So
it certainly does. All right, Eitan, my friend, stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your questions. Thanks for joining us. Good luck with your career applications. I mean that sincerely. Just go to checkpoint.com, careers. I see a few more questions about that. Nancy's saying, wow, yeah, we can definitely wow people when we need to. We're on the side that sees a lot of things. And Eitan, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you, Eddie,
good luck to you.
for the opportunity.
Yeah, my pleasure. We'll end the broadcast right there. See you again next week, everybody. All right, there we go.